Hi there, I'm Aaron, and welcome to the Call to Cinema. Sorry I'm running a little bit late, guys, today, but I do work in the daytime and literally got off just now, long enough to change into a Silent Night, Deadly Night T-shirt for a specific reason. So what I'm doing here is probably one of the biggest and greatest unboxings that I've ever done, and that is no hyperbole when I talk about that. Hey there, William. Hey there, Sardis. Hey, Howlin. Matt. So, what we're going to look at is an unboxing of massively epic proportions. Now, for a while, I've been talking about Howlin Wolf Records, and I've been like extolling the virtue of what they do. For those that don't know, I'm of the older variety, which I'm sure you can guess. But one of the neat things is that, especially when I was in college, and yes, into my 20s and 30s, well, I was a big collector of CDs. I collected a lot of CDs, and like a lot of people around my age, or maybe even slightly younger, what you'd have is like you'd have your CD collection, then you have this like carry, if you know what I mean, this like kind of carry case that you'd have with a bunch of like around 10 or 20 CDs that you take with you, or you'd get one of those like those CD wallets, and you'd have it in your car, or you'd have it in your like just carrying with you. So today we're looking at something really cool. We're looking at Howling Wolf Records, who do some incredibly amazing stuff. And first off, I want to thank Wall. I had reached out to Wall because I had heard some great stuff about them from my friend Jamie Blanks, who's going to be on here Saturday for the live vid with Mike Thorne. And Jamie said these are a company that you've got to look into. And hey there, Wheels. So I did, and I contacted Wall, who runs Howlin Wolf Records, and I said, "There's, I would love to get a couple of your titles there. I would love to review them, spotlight them, because I've been wanting to do a music section, the Sound of Movies, pretty much section onto my channel." And I'd requested a couple, and Wall reached out to me after watching the video that I did with Jamie, and he said, I can do you one better. And I've been waiting. I didn't want to say this until I actually was on here and able to do it. I can get you. We'll be going through this, by the way. Oh, I remember the cardboard long boxes. Our entire library. So when I say it's an epic unboxing, I'm not joking. Normally, I'll do the thing down below where I'll talk about, like, hit the donation button, donate, all that type thing. Today, however, that's not what I'm doing. Skip by the donation button for today, and right underneath it is the link to Howling Wolf Records. Make sure you check them out, because I'm going to show you some stuff. You're going to be impressed. Are you a limited edition collector? These are limited edition releases. Do you like things that are numbered? There's numbered releases. Do you like little bonuses like linear notes and all that type of stuff? You're going to get that. So let's dive in, looking first at Howling Wolf Records' latest release that just came out, and I'll be doing a video on this one on its own. And this is by Richard Einhorn, and I'm super excited to have this, and I love the look of this. This is the Prowler right here. This is number 47 in the Howlin Wolf Records releases. As you can see, these here are all limited. They have like a certain numbered amount for each of the releases. There is special linear notes in each of these. And hey there, David. And this is gorgeous. As you can tell, this is gorgeous. Not only does it have all 25 like tracks for there, but there's 10 alternates and extras as well. So you get an alternate extra for basically a film re-edit for Rosemary's Murder. Pam Stocked, we get a timpani only version of that. Mark and Pam 1983 stereo mix of it is here as well. So a lot of really cool things, and this this is incredible. This is one of my favorite slasher films, as many of you know, if you've been watching my channel. But the Prowler, this is just one. We're gonna look at each of these. Now, here's the thing. I'm not gonna open up everyone and show you the booklets or everything for every release. I'll do it for a couple of these because basically I'll be doing some video. You're gonna be seeing some videos, some live and pre-tape videos, and we're gonna be doing some music spotlights called The Sound of Cinema. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that. So let's go with the next one. Now, these aren't in any particular order, but I know you're gonna love some of the stuff. 47 at this point, Matt. There's 47 like Howlin' Wolf Records CDs that are out, and there are 2 more that I know that are coming out, which is Storm Warning, and another one from Jamie Blanks that Jamie Blanks did, and I think Matt did the write-up on one of those as well. So this here is a 2-disc edition. This is the Silent Night, Deadly Night 35th anniversary edition set. This has a 20 pages of linear notes on the inside of this one here. Basically, the original score by Perry Botkin. We also get original songs by Morgan Amos. So basically, if you've ever seen the movie, then you'll definitely get a kick out of this, because there's a song, Santa's Watching, that creeps the hell out of me. So that is kind of neat there. Wall works, Alan, with the composers themselves to get like the best score possible done, and he actually, a lot of times you'll see that he'll actually put the composers like a website linked right onto the page of there. So just to kind of let you see right there, you can see in the smaller one, that's the Howlin' Wolf Records website, which we'll look at in a few minutes. I know, Dave, it's insane. This is I'm going to listen to this tonight. This one and the Prowler. I'm not sure which one to go with first, but and there's a little bit of stuff for everyone here. So if you like the more serious blaxploitation horror, I hate to call it some blaxploitation because it's a little bit better. It's more than that, and that is Ganja and Hess. I used to love like my CD collection so much. It was one of my most prized collections that I had, and over the years of moving and changing and getting around, it's been hard like to keep track, and like it's so easy to get a CD and to keep it, and it's got like with the linear notes and the work that's put into these. I will be reviewing a lot of these, by the way. So Ganja and Hess is a favorite of mine. I reviewed this on the channel with my better half. It's going to be a really interesting listen. And you're going to see some different stuff. Like there's going to be a lot of horror, a lot of exploitation. There's going to be some other stuff in here as well, some stuff that you would not expect. And next up is the soundtrack to Sway. So this is, I'm going to say Park. I'm going to pronounce the last name wrong, so I'm not going to do that. But a lot of intriguing stuff on here, and we haven't even gotten into. Now this one is open up because I actually listened to this one on my lunch break. So this is actually a soundtrack to a video game, but not just any video game. I actually didn't know that this was. I looked over the website. Must have been a few dozen times. I must have missed this one every single time because I am such a huge fan of this video game. I used to play this all the time when I was younger. I played the NES version. It originally originated on the Mac. They did a few different versions, a couple sequels to the game, and I think in 2018, like they did a version for the Switch, and they updated the music. Rich Douglas did the score for it, and that is Shadowgate. So I used to play Shadowgate and Deja Vu like hardcore all the time. They were like point and click, like horror games. And I'm a huge fan of like Shadowgate. Now, just so you guys can see, I did open up this one here, well, because I was listening to it too. And to give you an idea of the interior, here you can see the artwork there, right there, which is gorgeous on the CD. You can flip it out to see a bit more. And one of the neat things about CDs, is you never knew when you're going to get linear books or you're just going to get art. So all of these you're going to get booklets. And right here, well, you'll see there's a cool write-up with some fantastic art in there as well. Looks like some concept art from the video game. Now, this was a horror game, Matt. It was a horror game. It was a point-and-click style game that initially came out for the Mac, and it became really popular on the NES. And I think there was like a Super NES or like a N64 like sequel onto it as well. There's a few Shadowgate games actually, but the original was always the big one, and it has this incredible score. And the neat thing is that Rich Douglas was not somebody that just kind of went off and did his own thing. He actually really appreciated the score that the game had, and he just wanted to like modernize and update the score. So 100% check this one out. If you like video games, check this one out. Have it on N64. There you go. There's an N64 version. All right. And next one is Djinn. So there you go. If you're a fan of like the Wishmaster style films, you want a good Djinn horror. See, point and click games, Kerry, that's my jam. I really love this stuff. But the score on that one, just trust me, it's amazing. Yes, like to watch is only 50%. Click those like. There's 23 people here, and only 9 of you have clicked the like button. For shame. I can't believe it. All right, so we got Djinn here. Again, there's 20 tracks on this one here. It runs 47 minutes and 13 seconds. Music composed here by B.C. Smith. I think I've seen this, but I don't remember it very well right now. It kind of makes me want to check it out again. And I'm trying to Shadowgate, go through here as best as I can. Some of these are going to surprise. One of these surprised me a lot. So one was really different from the rest. Was a different like fit. And I like Christmas stuff, so it's definitely kind of cool. But this is Christmas with a capital C. So that's Ted McGinley from Married with Children. And I don't know anything about this film. But I think this is actually a Pure Flix film, which is an unusual choice for like when they do so many like genre titles. So it'd be interesting to see what exactly attracted Wall to do the score, to get the score for this film. I got a feeling he's a Christmas guy, which means after my own heart because I really love Christmas. So, but I thought it was an unusual choice. The next one is actually 2 soundtracks put into one, and it's called Panic, which is a neo-noir. With, of course, you see Nev Campbell and, of course, William H. Macy. But it's not just that one. It's actually 2 films composed by Brian Tyler. And there was another one called, what's it called? Fitzgerald, I think it was called? Yeah, Fitzgerald. So both the score to Panic and the score to Fitzgerald is on this CD. So this is really a 2-for-1 deal when it comes to I'm really excited to listen to this one because it's actually 2 different scores. And I want to see, like, by the same composer. I want to see how one score kind of like differs and compares to the score on the other film, because they're both kind of like, if I remember correctly, Fitzgerald 2 is sort of a neo-noir style film. Right, sort of might have made take the Christmas soundtrack. That could happen. Wall is welcome to come onto the channel and chat anytime he wants to. All right. And I love the covers here, by the way, for these, because these are fantastic looking releases as well, and will look great in anybody's shelf. Heather Mustang. And we have Tetra Rouge right here. Again, this is a 2-disc set, so definitely going to be interesting to check this out. Film written and directed by Luis Ventura. It's like Christmas here, guys. William H. Macy's amazing, man. All right. I really dig the look of this one. I don't think I've seen this movie either. Have I seen this? William Campbell did the music for this one. A Cadaver Christmas. So this is the Christmas one. This is right up my alley. There's gore and blood, and it's Christmassy, all in the same time. Utterly adore this cover, by the way. Probably all of these here have like linear notes and stuff like that. Like 29 tracks on this one here as well. So you're looking at a good solid listen. There's some classic horror stuff that we even got to yet, by the way, guys. And it's a neat mixture of like a lot of like some kind of newer or kind of offbeat horror, and some of the older classic stuff. Speaking of which, I think this is one that a lot of people are going to want to pick up. And this is one, it's definitely going to get its own review. Or maybe I'll review it alongside the Prowler, because there is something very similar to it, and that is it has the same composer. And this is Shockwaves. This is freaking awesome. So this is an incredibly amazing film. I love the score of Shockwaves, by the way. I like Richard Einhorn's work. So I like his work in Shockwaves. I like his stuff from the Prowler. And just look how sexy this looks. The artwork is fantastic. We got here altogether, there is 22 tracks, which is the total score. You follow that up with another 7 alternate tracks as well. Of course, there's the booklet in here. I'm excited to like. This is one I would love to rip open right now and just start reading the linear notes to you guys. But we're gonna wait because we're gonna make a series out of this, and hopefully you guys are gonna like it. So this is a fun film, and I love the fact that they have like kind of this these sayings on each of these. So this one is the deep end of horror. One that I truly love. And the artwork is so fantastic. Just look at that. Just gorgeous art. Did I do that one? Yes, I did. Trying to make sure I don't miss anything here. So there's going to be some Nazi zombies. Yeah, it's such a cool film. And next up, we got The Outsider, music composed by Savage and Spies. Did I see The Outsider? Actually, it's 2. Again, we have 2 films here. The Outsider and a movie called Dead End. So there is the score for 2 different action films. So if you're an action film fan, you get 2 for the price of 1 here. You get the score to The Outsider. You get the score to Dead End. Music composed by Patrick Savage and Holik Spies. Savage and Spies, of course. Kind of really looking forward to checking this out. The Outsider was directed by Brian A. Miller, and Dead End was directed by Nick Lean. So it'll be interesting to see the difference in the soundtrack. I always love when they put a secret or hidden one, not a hidden one really, but an extra one on there. All right. Oh wow. Getting to the zombie territories again. Is Collapse. They came to hunt. They came to kill. The poster, whatever the taglines right along here. I love these, by the way. This is such a nice touch. 22 tracks running at 52 minutes and 55 seconds in total. And super, super stoked about this one right here. Next up, and I got to meet the cast of this film actually in Montreal a few years back. And this was like a bit of a heart, definitely a tug at your heartstrings type of horror film, and that is Jacob. So really, really did like this film actually. The cast was incredibly nice too. I used to have like I lost it somewhere along the way, but I think had like a poster or something like autograph poster of Jacob. We got like I think 27 tracks on this one here. Next up. Oh yes. Okay. He knows who's been naughty. Can you get just from the tagline? He knows who's been naughty. Can you guess what the soundtrack is? Nobody's going to go for it. All right, it is the the reimagining of Silent Night, Deadly Night, Silent Night, which actually is definitely a quality follow-up. Malcolm McDowell really kills in this one. "24 tracks on this one here. I'm a big fan of like Christmas horror, so the Silent Night, Deadly Night stuff is huge stuff for me. It's big. Oh wow. Okay, so an Albert Pion film featuring songs by Jim Steinman, Tony Ripperetti, and Roxy Gunn, and that is "Road to Hell." The late Jim Steinman. Wow. And these here, you're actually getting, this is a soundtrack. These are songs on this one right here. There's Red Dogs listed on soundtracks. And that girl looks familiar. Who is she? Did they say? Claire Kramer. Yes, Claire Kramer. Okay. I thought it was. You mean the Mockbusters? Yeah. You got to give like Asylum credit for the stuff they did, and still continue to. They're fun. All right. Next, this is a brutal looking one. I prefer my music. I prefer everything like physical. I do have some stuff obviously that I've downloaded over the years, like off of iTunes. But if I can do it, Ragman, I would prefer to have like a physical copy of of something rather than have to depend on it being in a cloud somewhere. And how can you not want it when you got this, the kick-ass artwork and the booklets and just like such cool stuff. So next up is Dark Souls. Just look at this cover with the drill. That's bloody brilliant. It really is. Like if you're a horror fan, then this is what you want. You want to show your horror cred. You're not going to show it with obviously, you're not going to whip out your iPod and show people your iTunes collection of soundtracks. If people want to see them, then you want to actually show them some cool kick-ass artwork. I remember this one. There's two of these, right? Yeah, there is. The Dead right here. I think when the stuff when it carried, the things to do is to I collect some vinyl as well. Actually, I used to collect a lot more, but my player broke. I won't be collecting anymore till I go to Morocco though. When it comes to vinyl, because it's just too heavy and too cumbersome to carry. I can have like a large CD collection, and it'll be easy for me to transport over to Morocco, for instance. This is, of course, The Dead, which I thought was a fantastic film. I really like this movie, actually. So it'll be interesting to see how the soundtrack is. And just so you know, these here, all these are CDs, my son. This is like a whole CD, this whole collection of CDs from Howlin Records. All these are limited. So, for instance, The Dead here, done by Imran Ahmed, is a limited edition of 500. And just so you know, like right on there, you can also see what number you got. So that is number. Let's see, can I show you? There you go, number 13. Howlin Records CD number 13. So you can see which one in the collection you got. If you're like obsessive compulsive, kind of like I am, you can actually put them in numerical order, which I'm going to do after this video, by the way. We're getting to the very first one that they put out. Tales of the Ancient of an Ancient Empire. This is an early one. This is like number 11. These are like limited to 500 copies, actually. Nice, Chris. I love some Sammy Hagar. Next up is, again, Last Breath. The covers of these are actually freaking gorgeous. They're just amazingly well done. 20 tracks, 66 minutes long. So there's some heavy tracks on here. And what's the tagline for this one here? What will you do with yours, your last breath? I'm digging that. Oh, this film I remember. Okay. Phase 7. World War III knocking at your door. Again, we're getting to some of the early stuff here. Oh, I got a whole bunch I haven't shown you guys yet. So I'm trying to get through these the best way. Is this another? Oh, yes. Okay. Cyborg, the director's cut soundtrack. Not just Cyborg, the director's cut. So the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, in case you guys buy it with Albert Pion. One of Van Damme's best movies, to be honest with you. And definitely one of Pion's best films. I'm actually really stoked to have this one. I have the film, the Scream Factory put it out, actually. The director's cut. So that'd be interesting to check out. And you definitely want that one, Dave. This is a favorite of mine. I actually found this one. I think I found the DVD at a Dollarama once, and I went up and I upgraded to the CD, to the Blu-ray actually. So yeah, actually, good. Cyborg being released by 88 Films in July. There you go. You can get the 88 Films version of Cyborg if you're in the UK, and you can get the Howlin' Wolf Cyborg soundtrack. But I upgraded to Blu-ray for this one because I really like the film, and that is a midnight movie. A cool little film. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend checking it out. Truly enjoy it. But the very first thing that they ever put out, the very first thing, and this will kind of give you like an idea and a taste of the stuff that Howlin' Wolf Records does, and kind of the vibe. Because you've seen that a lot of like the vibe with some of these, like the horror and some of the kind of the intense stuff there. But the very first one was what I consider a fantastic film. And still to this day, I think this is underrated. And this is Malevolence. So Malevolence was such a fun film. If you haven't seen this film, I do recommend it, actually. really did enjoy Malevolence. Was so excited to see that this was here. 1,500 units from Malevolence, and incredible stuff. Gonna move this out here. All right. I don't think I've seen this film, but I'm loving this cover. And now I want to see the film. The Jack in the Box. 27 tracks. And look at that. That is super creepy cool, man, if you like clowns. Or if you don't like clowns especially, it's actually extra creepy. So super stoked with that one. What number is this one? Number 46. So this was the one that came out right before the Prowler. Once you open the box, you can't escape it. I have not seen this film. How have I not seen this film? One of my favorite modern Christmas horror films, hands down. If you have not seen this movie, I 110% recommend it. Remember this, because I want to do the actually I don't like Get the Clown. Not in the new film. Like he does a good job, but it doesn't make sense that kids would go to the clown when he looks that creepy. I get it when it was to the Tim Curry version, because he looks like a clown, but he looks like a psychopath in the new films. The good films, but still. You might be home, but you're not alone. And love this movie. I do own the Blu-ray of this one here. I'm so excited to have the soundtrack to this, because this is an excellent freaking film, and that is Better Watch Out. So Better Watch Out is one of those sleepers that came in, has the 2 stars actually. Have you ever seen The Visit? The M. Night Shyamalan film, but we produced it. The Visit. Well, the lead actress and the best friend of the lead actor in this one were brother and sister in the movie The Visit. Because this is, of course, as you guys know, it's a Christmas horror. Next up is Ghost House. She Will Never Let You Go. By Rich Ragsdale, 22 tracks on this one here. Now I'm just going over cursory with this. When I start focusing and spotlighting certain ones, we'll be able to actually look at different tracks, talk about them, actually see the linear notes like we showed for one of them there. So you guys get a peek at that stuff as well. Definitely check out Better Watch Out. I really think you're gonna love it, Matt. Malevolence 3. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of the Malevolence series. There's 3 of them. There's the third one right here, Killer. Goes to 29 tracks. There's a 30th bonus track on here. Oh yeah, it's super me. By the way, Craig, get your package, getting unboxed tomorrow. I didn't want to put everything in one video. Thank you, by the way. All right. Next up is music from the motion picture, The Ninth Passenger. Yeah, exactly. Going to Better Watch Out without knowing anything. It'll make it through the border eventually, Matt. Original motion picture soundtrack to The Legend of the Lich Lord. Did I get that right? You pick some unusual ones here, and actually, That's one of the things that I love about it. It's one thing that intrigues me about his about the company is he'll pick some stuff that you really know, and he'll pick some stuff that is definitely is different. Where he just has an ear for the music. A rare one in the cardboard case, but a very nicely done one. And that is for the motion picture. You're gonna love this, guys. I know my horror fans here are gonna love this stuff. Reality Check. Just look at this cover. Isn't that brilliant? Like, in all seriousness. I wear regular glasses that I wear. I just have really bad eyesight. So basically, if I'm looking at something close up, Carrie, I take off my glasses. If I'm looking at something farther away, I need my glasses for that. There's the back. Very trippy looking. Ooh, she's sexy. The Sand. Looks like a second film here called Sonata. Or is it this? Is it a second film, or are they broken up from The Sand? Sonata? This looks like two films. I have. It's really hard for me sometimes. I even tried bifocals. Really haven't worked out well for me. Another one with the double score. And there is Final Judgment. And a lot of you guys are going to know the second film includes the score, original score to The Tear Within 2. So a lot of these here, you're really getting a bang for your buck because they got Final Judgment, which has like 16 tracks for the score to that. And then you get like 1732. So do the math. The Tear Within 2 here as well. I remember, again, all limited down stuff. Now, I'm going to get this right. I was hoping it would be here. Wasn't quite sure where it would be, but I was hoping it would be. And this is the soundtrack to The Dead 2. So I like you guys know I liked The Dead, and right here is The Dead 2. Oh. I Spit on Your Grave 3. Vengeance is Mine. Some crimes cannot be forgotten or forgiven. I like the twist of this one, actually. This is different than the first two. Sarah Butler, I think, stars the first one, stars in this one here as well. She doesn't star in the second one, I don't think. But she does come back for this one here. I am a fan of Sarah Butler. Harley Jane Kozak is in this one as well. There's Sarah Butler. Because the second one, I think, is about, like, she goes over to it. She's, like, brought over to a foreign country. All right. American Deluxe Edition to Corey Cosmo. Had to hide the artwork there because there was a little bit of nudity. Holy Spies is actually does this one. I'm loving this public. It's like I've been waiting all day to look at these. Oh, cool. So next up is The Toy Soldiers. Have I seen this? Performed by Daily Bread. So there's actually some songs here. There's no way I can have seen this. This is like an 80s film. Good old Jerry Garcia. Okay, here I'm excited. This was one I was waiting for. This is one you guys know I was waiting for. Uli Lummel's The Boogeyman. Vastly superior to the other later Boogeyman series that came out. The Boogeyman is here. These are incredibly well done. 14 tracks on this one here. 43 minutes, 20 seconds. Music by Tim Krog. Love the artwork on the back. Really excited to check out the linear notes on this one here and to actually listen to the score. All right. Here's a different one. After seeing a lot of the horror-oriented stuff, we got Music on Hold from the original motion picture soundtrack. We get another one of those like a Warrior's Odyssey. Loving the artwork on this, by the way. Looks like another H.P. Lovecraft's Cool Air. There's a lot of Tony Ripperetti stuff here, I've noticed. So I'm actually kind of interested to dive into his stuff. What number is this? Number 16. Okay. What would you do for your friends? In the Name of Sherlock Holmes. "31 tracks on this one. You know, some of these I'm going to listen to the soundtracks. I'm actually going to have to go out and check the movies. The sequel to Malevolence, per se, Part 2, Bereavement. And on the back, you see the beautiful actress from Bereavement. If this doesn't make you want to get it, I don't know what will. Number 10. 32 tracks on this one, too. Remember this one, Ice-T, right? Yeah, Ice-T. Another Albert Pion film. Mean Guns. I used to own this movie on VHS, actually. Of course, there's Christopher Lambert right there. Highlander. There can be only one. 23 tracks. This should be a really good one, actually. It's got some actual songs on here, too. I really enjoyed this film. Well, in between my reviewing films, I'll be reviewing some soundtracks as well. Oh, I remember this film, actually. The Bunker. hair goes underground. I cannot say how much I love this hair enough. $20 tracks on this one here, limited edition of 1,000. So I got these all today, Kiri, so they're going to take a while. But I cannot wait. I'm actually going to start listening to, I'm not sure if it's the Prowler, Silent Night, Deadly Night. I'm going to start with first after I finish the video. You have the urban legend that kills. The Cry. I don't think I've seen this film either. Damn. 34 tracks is on here too. Limited edition of 500 for this one here. I'll check for you. Actually, I think there's a date for the soundtrack for the Storm Warning and Crawlspace ones. We'll look on the website afterwards, see if I can find them, because I think we do. And last but not least, and by the way, for you guys here that stayed for the whole 47, thank you so much. So excited to have this in my collection. You guys know I love Christmas horror films. This is one that hasn't got a really good release. It's got a DVD release, the best release it's got. Depends. If I'm for reviewing purposes, probably just sit down and listen. Like a second time reviewing, I'll probably be like working as well. But this is, this is pleasure and work at the same time. Silent Night, Bloody Night. What's really neat about this is, for those that don't know, Silent Night, Bloody Night was one of those films that's been, it's been much maligned. It's been edited and re-edited. And because of that, we've never really gotten, like, I don't think anyone else just saw it originally in the theater when it originally came out, and maybe not even then, like a really good listen to the score of the film. Because, with things being cut out, things taken out of it, you never got the complete score. There's always something missing. But this is the score. This is the actual original musical score for Silent Night, Bloody Night. I'm actually going to be really interested in listening to this because a lot of the Silent Night, Bloody Night versions I've got are like public domain versions, and they're always a bit cut. And that can make a huge difference when it comes to a film. So let's check it out now. Let's do that. So we got the Prowler right there. But let's see if we can find out. Do we have anything here for coming soon? Because if Jamie was here today, I'll definitely be able to tell you. And I think Wall's traveling today, so I'm just going to check here on my Twitter. I think, but Silent Night was so good. Actually, I love all the Silent Night films. I don't think it'll curse your movie. If anything, it'll help your film. All right, so I am, just so you guys know, I'm going to the Howlin' Wolf Records, see if I can find it here. Then if I can't find it, I'll go to Jamie's Twitter. Because I actually tweeted about it today. So it's a double album release of Storm Warning and Crawlspace. Jamie Blankstead won like best score for both of those films at Screamfest. Not quite sure if we got a release date as of yet. I think it's in July. Now I'll ask Jamie on Saturday. We'll know for sure then. But I think that it's in early July actually. Look at that. See what happened there? Shameful. There you go. Say there it is right there. Well, Silent Night, Deadly Night, controversial reaction, actually helped the film. thanks to the reaction, I don't think Son of Dinner would have done as well as it did if it hadn't been like such like controversy over the film. It actually got more people to see the film than probably would have seen it. Yeah, it's definitely look at the pictures on these two. Look at the skin. Look at that. There's storm warning right there. Oh, this is gorgeous. And crawl space. Yeah, these are going to look fantastic. It's a 2 CD set with both soundtracks. As always, I cannot wait to check him out. It's incredible. It's kind of comical because if you ever looked at the people talking about it and protesting and like putting it down, one of the most comical things is Mickey Rooney, like talked about like what a horrible idea Silent Night was and how bad it was for kids, and he acted in part 5. So yeah, you never know. Oh yeah, oh Craig, you got to check it out. I mean, like, uh, Silent Dead Nights for me, it's a staple. It's a classic in my house. I'm a big fan of of holiday horror films, and I find that Christmas, especially, lends itself to a certain more kind of eeriness to it. And sometimes it's just fun and kind of like I don't know, horrific and cynical, whatever. But I really want to hear. Was it Santa's watching Santa's? You know that one. That song. I really love that song. So you get the first film, then you get the second film with the eyebrows. Like, yeah, see Monty Hellman there. Yeah, exactly. There's a Brian Yuzna film in the Silent Night Deadly Night series. It's a very different film, um, but it's such a uniquely odd series. And even the remake was so well done, in my opinion. Probably better than some of the sequels, actually. Um, so definitely worth checking out. A lot of really good blood. Like if you're gonna put like I'm not exactly a gore hound, but I do like for certain types of films I do like to see the gore there. The Time Maker, that's number 5. But if you're gonna put a wood chipper in a film, you better well use it. And Silent Night actually does that. It's such a quirky little film, Carrie. I mean, like, it's I like it. I mean, and it's both it's slightly obvious where it's going, but it's so weird and off kilter, which I guess it makes sense. It is Monty Hellman, so you kind of expect that style from him. Maybe you may not expect him to do that film, but you do expect that style from him. Wow. Well, first off, before I go any farther in this video right now, thank you to Wall at Howlin Wolf Records for getting this here to me. Ken Howard's in part 4. Ken Howard plays the role in part 4. I'm grateful and blessed and humbled to receive this in the mail, and it came extremely well packaged. So anything you guys get from Howlin Wolf Records, uh, it's going to come well, and it's going to come well packaged too. So it's going to be safe. Um, Again, like I say, normally I do the donation thing down below, but no, skip my donation button. Check the Howlin Wolf Records. They do amazing stuff, and I'm so excited to dive into these here, and to do some more videos like talking about the soundtracks and actually like getting some really good in-depth analysis on some of these here soundtracks, looking at just unboxing some of these and like seeing the notes, the artwork. Um, I know that on Saturday I'm having Mike Thorne and Jamie Blanks on here, and I can tell you right now, you do not want to miss Saturday. Um, it's gonna be a fun evening. And for those, I got some couple people asked me, I said, "Well, who's Mike Thorne?" Well, he's a fantastic author, and get in on the much like I say, get in on the ground floor when it comes to Howlin' Wolf Records. Get in there and look at some of their stuff. Get in and check out Mike Thorne's stuff because these guys know what they're doing and they're going to be big. Thank you, Kara. Truly appreciate that, man. Howlin' Wolf Records. How can you not love a company that puts out Shockwaves and The Boogeyman and a 2-disc edition of Silent Night, Deadly Night and all 3 Malevolence films? Does anybody here else like have the love for Malevolence? Am I alone in that, or is there anybody else that knows the films and actually kind of dug them? Because I thought the trilogy was pretty good. I actually kind of want to rewatch them. I can't though. I got to do some reviews, so I got a couple. I'm a little bit behind on some of my reviews, so I got a couple reviews to tape over the next 2 days. Tomorrow, by the way, is going to be another live unboxing. I got a late birthday present from my good friend Craig on here, and it is a really cool, another massive unboxing to show you guys. But I didn't want to do 2 unboxings in one video. It would not seem fair to Howlin' Wolf Records. Wouldn't seem fair to Craig. I want to make sure that each of them get their own unboxings. That's very important to me. Because if somebody takes the time to go out there and like check out my stuff or to send something my way, I want to make sure that they know I appreciate it. I'm right down, scrolling at the bottom of the page right there is the website to the Howlin' Wolf Records store. You guys are so quiet today, by the way. Is it like a Monday thing? Because I 110% recommend that you check these guys out. We've just gone through every single one of these titles here. But things like the Prowler, I definitely recommend. Getting Silent Night, Deadly Night, a 2 CD soundtrack for this one here. The fact that as the Morgan Amos songs is Amos is incredible. With a 20-page booklet. Now the Silent Night, Deadly Night one here is extremely limited. It's 300. There is a pressing of 300 for Silent Night, Deadly Night. That's not a lot to go on when it comes to there. So that's when I'm so stoked I got all these. But I cannot wait to be opening up these later on tonight. It is. I mean, like really, when you think about it, like people go all in, they shove the vinyl out there, and they forget the CD market. Like it's so collectible, and it's so easy. It's so easy to collect. It's so easy to store, to pack, to carry with you. Let me give you an example here, just to. Because I'm very much about the aesthetics when it comes to a lot of my stuff. So just right there. For instance, there is 5. Let's do it right in a row. That's what it looks like on your shelf. Right there like that. I think that's fantastic. They're numbered. There's booklets. They're all like limited edition stuff. I'm super stoked with Shadow. Like I know I'm pretty alone in that one, but Shadowgate. Love this game. I really did. So I'm actually super stoked with Shadowgate. It's actually the first one to open up. The Sawberg soundtrack. that is going to be cool. And it's the uncut soundtrack too, which is going to be even better. So it's from the director's cut of the film. So let's let you guys talk for a second. Give my voice a rest. I'll let you guys ask some questions, speak. I know this is different from a Monday video and an unboxing too. You're getting a Tuesday unboxing as well. So there's a few different things coming here, and over the next few days, a couple unboxings here. Friday night, of course, guys. So if you're on my Patreon, you will be you'll be part of the live, exclusive Patreon video that we're doing as we do like the Vinegar Cinder May. And speaking of which, I got to check something here. I want to make sure we got everything set up. And as you know, for this week on the Patreon, we're going to be doing a roundtable. So some of you guys here, if you want to, will be able to get in and chat with me in the Call to Cinema. You got to let your voices and faces, if you want, be heard and seen. It is pretty deep nerdery, but it's me, man. I will be trying to get hopefully get as many people on for the point and lick game to be totally. That's a totally different thing. Let's do my regular thing of checking in to see if anybody's bought any merchandising yet or not. We sold a few things in the store, which is always good, but nothing this in the last 2 weeks. We will be doing like another coupon giveaway to our Patreon subscribers, by the way, for the merch store. It'll be a little bit hard than the last coupon as well. Oh, you're gonna get you get full on nerd when it comes to me. That's the thing. And I'm trying to, and hopefully it's going over well, but I'm trying to expand the channel and deal with a lot more. Like I deal with the films on here. Obviously, that's my big thing. Well, I love collecting in general. I like to collect films, CDs, soundtracks. There's another extension to film right there that we can get into. Obviously, I do a little bit of the retro gaming stuff. I don't talk about that so much on the channel. Comics too, I do, but that usually gets put onto my Patreon channel because I find that not a lot of people check out my comic stuff, and which is a shame because I really do enjoy that. And of course, we even talk about wrestling and other stuff on the channel as well. But Yeah, for a guy that doesn't have very much hair, I literally have to like everything about me is nerdy, right? I don't know anything about me that's not super nerdy. Uh, what's like it's easier for me to tell you the most unnerdy thing about me as it then does to tell you the nerdiest thing. Because I collect movies and CDs and comics and video games and I'm a retro gamer. That's where you're awesome, Matt. You did hear comics, Chris. I'm going to be doing some more comic stuff. I was expecting an omnibus actually, but it's got way late in the mail somewhere, so we're still waiting for that to come. But the nerdiest thing about me, I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. I'm a Whovian, and I do like the word Whovian. And I did at one point have a long scarf that I used to love. Yeah, I know, like the Marvel Phase 4 was announced and all that, but a lot of people see me and they think like, uh, they automatically is like associate me with companies like Vinegar Syndrome and Severin Films. So I get a lot of, and I don't mind that. I'm associated with a lot of like more niche stuff and more boutique style labels and horror and that style stuff. So the fact that I collected comics before movies, or that I had a huge CD collection and stuff as well. That is where I guess I haven't like portrayed it as much on the channel as other stuff. Some people like don't understand that that's part of my world as well. I came back to comics around the time Flashpoint started, but I'm actually more, if I'm gonna collect an stuff, it's more of a probably do actually. I would be a good Dave. At one point, I wanted to play a role in Doctor Who, but they canceled the show back in '89 when I graduated from high school. And I do own 2 Doctor Who coats, which I'm sure you've seen on my channel. CRT TVs and professional video. Oh, nice. I've got a CRT television up in my. I wonder if I can show you guys. So when I'm watching my films, when I'm doing my reviews, when I'm studying, when I'm just kind of relaxing, I'm not sure if this is going to come across here or not, but I want to. Hopefully, it does. Let's see here. Wrong one. It's a bit messy, but I'll show you guys. So that's like, this is my kind of my little man cave, my study area. You can see right there's my unplugged iMac. There's a bunch of omnibuses there. There's the Stephen Thrower books on Jess Franco. You can see a library of films. I'm playing SmackDown versus Raw 2006 general manager modes. That's what you're seeing the opening right there. Well, I'm old school, Dave. Favorite Doctor is Tom Baker, actually. It's harder when it comes to the new ones, but Tom Baker for sure with some of the older Doctors. So I do love all the Doctors. There has not been a Doctor that I haven't liked. I would like to get like every once in a while do like a do sort of a comic centric one. What I'll do is I'll try to get something where I can put a unique take on it. I do watch a lot of comic like related videos, especially omnibus related collecting videos. So I'm watching like Mad Dog and Gem Mint and Near Mint and guys like that. Hey Josephine, welcome. I unboxed. Check it out later. I unboxed 47 CD soundtracks from Howlin' Wolf Records. Mackay was good. Mackay was dark. Mackay was great when it became Mackay done by a certain writer, Andrew Cartmel, and the whole Cartmel plan. That's when Mackay was at his best. Trickery and Kinnickery. chicanery. There we go. All right, guys. I just finished work. Haven't even ate yet. But I came directly on here, directly to see all of you. Again, if you're coming in, you're watching this video, this is not a donation video. So this is a check out Howlin Wolf Records. They do amazing stuff. I'm going to be reviewing some of these. We're going to be spotlighting some of these. You're going to see the titles when they're opened up, when the with the linear notes. We're going to be looking at some of the stuff. I may surprise you. May put it in I may do certain ones pre-taped on their own, like Sound of Cinema videos. I may also do some where I actually put it in another video. I'm working on a concept style video that I really don't completely have like nailed down yet. But if you know my channel, you know that one of the things that I'm always trying to do is innovate and go in a different direction. Do something different, do something unique. I'm pretty sure the first person to come on and go live completely, and I did that for quite a while. Then I moved with other aspects, and I'm trying to do more conversation videos as well with people like Mike and Jamie, and there's other people that I'm reaching out to speak with. I would love to speak with the guys from I Am Lisa, because I'm a huge fan of that film. We haven't checked out I Am Lisa, by the way. Check that movie out. Enterprise. So I love the Star Trek stuff, man. I grew up with Star Trek. My voice is going, as you can tell. If I had to mute it for a second to clear my throat. I am Aaron. Be sure to check out HowlinWolfRecords.com. Thank you all. I am eternally grateful for this. Literally, you gave me a collection of soundtracks in one fell swoop, and it's almost overwhelming of where to start first. But part of me wants to be like OCD and start at the beginning and then just work my way through. But there's just certain key soundtracks that I want to check out, and I know I want to do for reviews. So I'm going to do that right now and let my voice rest. I am Aaron. Thank you so much for coming in today. This is a Cult of Cinema. This is the Sound of Cinema today, isn't it? And I'll see you guys here tomorrow for another unboxing with some Blu-rays, some graphic novels, and actually a graphic novel series that totally blew me away because it reinvented a character in a way that I did not know was possible. You'll see that tomorrow. I am Aaron. Check out Howlin Wolf Records, and I'll see you. Dungeon Studio, man. Check back at the beginning of the video. There's 47 CDs to check out, man. 47. It's insane. It's fantastic. Thank you all, man. Thank you, Howlin Wolf.